Okay, so right at the top of this video, what's in it for you? I'm going to go over why you should be on TikTok, what is TikTok and how people are using it, how I've been using TikTok to grow my audience, and how I'm going to help boost you once you get on TikTok. Now, the stuff I'm about to go over, I'm aiming at voice acting, but honestly, small businesses, you should be listening to because a lot of this is going to apply to you as well. I've been seeing a lot of posts lately from actors and voice actors alike who are saying that now producers are actually looking at their social media followings as part of one of the hiring criteria. Now, is this the only criteria that goes into hiring an actor for a role? No. Does this mean that every single producer is looking at your Instagram following to determine whether or not they're going to hire you? No, not at all. So why would they even care about what your social media following is before hiring you? Well, they know if an actor has an engaged audience, they can put butts in the seats. They can put eyes on the material, and therefore they can generate revenue. There's a reason why every movie that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson does makes ungodly amounts of money, because he has a huge social media following that is highly engaged with his content, and he promotes the hell out of his movies. Let's face it, The Rock is the reason why we keep getting Fast and Furious movies. When you've got family, you don't need plot. So how does TikTok fit into this equation? Well, it's quite simple. It's positioned to be one of the most important social media platforms in recent history. In fact, one of the most successful digital marketers out there, Gary Vaynerchuk, has been crowing about it for months now, saying that everyone really needs to get on there because of its organic reach and because it's positioned to actually overtake Instagram. So maybe we should take a little bit of a look at it and consider adding it to our repertoire. Point number one, why you should be on TikTok. Now, I'm actually going to start with the objection that you might have for yourself or you might be hearing from other people of why you should not be on TikTok. And one of the biggest ones is that,
oh, it's just filled with teenage and preteen girls lip-syncing the stuff.
41% of all TikTok users are between the ages of 16 and 24. Now, that's actually a pretty juicy demographic that would be good for us to be in front of as voice actors, right? These are people who are reading books or listening to books, listening to audiobooks. These are people who are consuming media. And having them follow us on our social channels could actually be beneficial and attractive to a producer. Right away, we could throw the whole age thing out of there. One additional statistic on that is that the number of adults using TikTok in the last 18 months has grown by 5.5 times. So the app is starting to age the same way that Facebook did, the same way that Instagram did. And remember Instagram when that first came out and we were all like,
I don't want to be on Instagram. It's just people taking pictures and putting filters on it, and
we were wrong. It became a juggernaut. We were wrong. Now, the other reason why you should be on TikTok right now is that the organic reach is enormous. You can very, very quickly grow your follower base on there. I went from having no followers as of January 1st, 2019, to today where I have 32,000 followers on TikTok, all organic. Now, the other reason why you should be on TikTok, I mentioned this before, is digital media expert Gary Vaynerchuk has been talking about getting onto TikTok for months now because he truly feels that it has positioned to beat Instagram at some point. Will it? We don't know. It could not. But do you not want to be on that train if it does? And maybe we should just listen to the guy because he's been right about YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Let's talk a little bit about how people use TikTok. If you were to go on and just observe the platform, you're going to see the vast majority of people lip syncing on it. And that's essentially how people use the app. Now, this is actually going to be valuable from a voice actor perspective because we could actually be the ones who are creating the content they are using. Let's talk a little bit about the lip syncers first. You've got essentially 3 categories of people who are using this in terms of lip syncing. You've got the first group, who I'm going to call just the normal people. Not that the other people are not normal. I don't want to denigrate them in any way. I love these people. They're my people. They're the ones that have been using my audio all the time. But you've got the people who are they're just there in their normal clothes, holding their phone up and lip syncing. Then you've got the cosplayers. There's actually a pretty big cosplayer community on TikTok. And these are people who, from any scale of just having like a very, very simple costume to having a very elaborate costume, and sometimes they've got many costumes, and they're getting into those costumes and they're lip syncing in those costumes as those characters, as their original characters. Then you have the third group on there that could potentially use audio from a voice actor, and these are the puppeteers. And they've got all sorts of puppets on there, and they're using the audio as well. Now, when any of these people are grabbing audio to lip sync, they're grabbing a clip from a television show, from a movie, or perhaps from a song, or they're grabbing original content that's been posted by another TikTok user. So what the TikTokers will do is they'll grab the audio that they find interesting.
Did you pay the rent? No, I did not. Why not? We don't have to pay rent anymore.
And then they will lip sync to it and pantomime to it or do whatever performance that they're going to do with it. And then they will share that video.
Did you pay the rent? No, I did not. Why not? We don't have to pay rent anymore.
Now, once that video has been posted, other TikTokers have 2 choices. They can either react to it or they can duet it. A duet would be where the video appears side by side, where they would record video that would appear side by side with the person who posted that video, but then they post that video, and now that same piece of audio and that video is now being seen by a whole new group of people.
Did you pay the rent? No, I did not. Why not? We don't have to pay rent anymore.
This is where voice actors can really hit a sweet spot, because we can be the ones creating that original content. And it gives us an opportunity to allow our voices to be heard by a multitude of different people. Okay, point number 3, how I've been using TikTok. Now, what I've been doing is going into my recording booth back there. I've been recording character videos of me doing different characters, either just monologuing or having a conversation with each other. And then I've been captioning and posting those videos onto TikTok. And then what I'll do is I'll tag other TikTokers on there who I think might match well with the characters. So by doing that, I'm grabbing the attention very purposefully of someone who might want to use that audio. And then as I've been doing that, not only has there just been normal organic reach with that, but sometimes those other TikTokers will use that audio and then they will create videos, and then other people will duet them, and then they'll create videos, and it grows and it grows and it grows from there. So basically, by me creating this original audio, I'm able to create a platform for people to use for their own lip syncing and for creating duets. Now on to the final point, how I'm going to help boost you when you get on TikTok. I certainly hope that I've convinced at least 1 or 2 of you that you should try the platform out. And here's what I would like to do. Let's collaborate on something. Let's work on a project together. Let's put together some voices and some videos to post up there. And then what I will do is, once we've worked together on this, is I will very obviously tag you in that. So that way the people that are following me will now see your account as well and help drive up some of your views and help drive up some of your followers as well. Because let's face it, rising tide floats all ships. Let's help each other out. So you can reach out to me for working on that, or if you just have any questions in general about what I've been doing on TikTok so far, you can get to me through Twitter at The Saint Brian. You can get to me through Instagram at The Saint Brian. You can also hit me up on TikTok, Brian Wiggins VO. You can also email me through my website, brian-wiggins.com, and I will be glad to help you out any way I can.